Wow. Sorry about that. It's time. It's time. Oh, we've got some folks here already. Ribby, yo! Good morning. Thank you for stopping in. And welcome to the stream. Rogar, good morning. Sir Rogar, let's kick some Witchlord Heine. Heine, you've got it. You know it. It's happening. It is happening. Welcome, and thank you for dropping in. Giles McNeil, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Good morning from the Midwest of the USA. There he is in the style of Khan from Star Trek. Steve, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. Rest in peace, Pickle. Yes, but he's going to be avenged by the son of Pickle. Pickle, son of Pickle. Pickle Jr. Jerkin? Dill? Caper? Cucumber? Vinegar water? Alright. I've been working on some things. Get my green screen issues worked out. Got some slightly different lighting going on. Did something to my sound. I took the dead cat off my microphone. I found it's useful for some things, but not for this, really. My opinion. That's enough dallying. I actually got started a little bit earlier so I could cast my lines out and get a little bit more attention. Boy, that leaves an unnecessary red mark on my face. Hold on a second. Low muff. Yeah. A bit. Display capture. Video capture device. Filters. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Okay. Well. Cam source 2. Forgive my temporary nerd speak. Deactivate, configure video, configure crossbow, device defaults. Color space defaults, color range defaults. We've got a LUT applied down here. We've got a LUT. That changes nothing. All right. Well, anyways, time to load our game. When last we played, we just got the Star of the West and the Wizard's Staff. Now, the game did not explicitly tell me that the quest was completed. I just found the Witchlord and we made a run for the stairs. So I'm hoping that there's no glitchy business, that things are on the up and up, kosher. And I'd like to welcome the newest recruit, or newest subscriber to the channel, Ruthie Kest. Thank you for your support. Subscribing is free. I don't ask for money. I have some things set up, so if people are willing to throw their money at streamers, YouTubers, and the like, they can do that here. I've got some super chat stuff. You get access to custom emoji. You get a shield badge next to your name in the chat and in comments. I've got a Patreon where you can subscribe and then your name will appear in the credits of my videos in 2 different places normally. And I've got a couple of t-shirts out there. One is a little more gaming oriented and the other is more just kind of meme-y. It's a very meme shirt, but limited time on that one. So hopefully everybody's kitted as much as I'm going to kit them. I don't care about plate mail. I really don't like the plate mail debuff. I know in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter a whole lot. That extra defense die is great, but it bothers me not having the extra movement die. I mean, if you roll a 1, you're only going to move 1 space that turn, and you're just going to drag everything down. So, we will go to the next quest. Yes, it worked. It worked fine. We begin, hence. Quest for the Spirit Blade. You have awoken the Witch Lord. He will pose a most serious threat to the Emperor in the coming war. The Witch Lord must be destroyed before he can bring his army of undead to attack the Emperor's forces. Your goal in this quest is to find the Spirit Blade and return it to safety. Only this ancient weapon can harm the Witch Lord. The Spirit Blade was forged by the dwarves of the World Edge Mountains and cooled in the elven fountain of Lebin. The sword now lies somewhere in an ancient ruined temple. Chuppus, Leonhardt, hello and good morning. It's been a while. How is your painting going? Thank you for dropping in. Welcome to the stream. Clint Gibson, howdy everyone. Howdy. Yourself, thank you for dropping in. Good to have you. Giles, if we had a bard, we could just lullaby him back to sleep, right? That's exactly... You know what? That is sound logic. If the Witch Lord's ears hadn't rotted out, and his anvil and drum bones in the ear hadn't decomposed, I bet that would work absolutely perfectly. I can see it now. A party of bards to go in and lullaby him with some soothing black metal. I know that would put me to sleep if I were a Witch Lord. We're gonna give the elf the water spell. No, I don't want to do that. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna continue to give the elf the earth spells. I like earth spells for the elf. It feels right. In the UK release, I think it makes it explicit that you must recover it. All right. Well, we're definitely going to recover it. There's no bones about it. I'm dead set. That's all I got. All right. Pickle. You first. Go straight to the door. The painting is going great. I just finished all my Frozen Horrors. Now I just need to get my hands on a commander of the guard, but that's harder than I thought. Don't lose hope. I have an extra commander, and I still need to get an event going where I can facilitate its giveaway. If the music is too loud or there's any imbalance of the sound, you guys, please let me know and I'll adjust it on the fly. Orc. Kill that orc. Get him out of here. I will not suffer an orcish fool. Son of Pickle. No, it's too late. He can't do anything. No, it's too late. I gotta do my action while I still have them selected. I can't just mess about. Thank you for the Japanese quest book tip. It was a great fun read. Yeah, it is so different. Ah, crap. It is such a cool book. Well, since I'm here, search for traps in this room, even though there's a monster 2 steps away. End turn. There's a Famir down there. I love how the Famir look in this version of the game. They're like goofy little dinosaurs. I don't know what these sprites are from. I don't know what game actually has all of these sprites. They look very RuneScapey, but I know that that's not where they're from. Oh, yeah. Alright, now we're gonna have the elf take out this Famir, hopefully. Oh, yeah! Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Famir more like Monolizard. Ha ha. Yeah. Well. Let's search for traps before I do anything. No? Good. Let's go around the corner. and stay there. Pickle, open the door. One step, search for traps, just to get that section of corridor covered. You come up here and search for traps. There's a trap. There's a trap. And there's a trap. 2 traps. You know what? There's no reason to go that way, actually. I'll just leave it alone. I'll leave that absolutely alone. And you'll search for traps here just because you can. Now we can end our turn. All right. No reason to go across the top. There, we got Pickle. Oh. Okay. Empty room? Maybe? Oh, God. Oh, God. A part of the ceiling starts collapsing on Happy Sneezy's head. His trusty helmet saves him from damage. That was not found. That must be one of those unfindable traps. Oh my goodness. But the hero was wearing a helmet, so it didn't matter. Oh! It happened to stab George as well. What is going on? I never made it to this quest, guys. I'm not familiar with these falling blocks.
It is the Emperor's will.
Goodness. All right. We'll end our turn here, and Happy Sneezy is now going to look for secret doors. He doesn't find any. Just stay where you're at, then. Well, actually, let's look for treasure. Oh, I found 35 coins. All right. All right. It's fine. Search for traps. No traps. Wizard. Oh. He easily manages to dodge the debris. Oh. Interesting. So every hero that steps under there on this space is going to get attacked by that ceiling. And there's no secret doors in there. Okay, so our only option is to reconvene and move south. Interesting that they don't block the passageways. I'm sure glad they don't. I wonder if they're supposed to, though, and it's just another matter of just a programming issue, you know? Oh, God. It happens every time you go onto the thing. Can I jump the square? No. He spends the rest of his return recovering. Oh, so I just lose a turn whenever they fall on me. It doesn't even damage me. Well, that's an interesting mechanic. Grindelf Games! Welcome, Grindelf! Another one. I'm just walking through this decrepit dungeon. The ceiling is falling on my head with every step. Grindelf, for those who do not know, is a game developer who made a game that I've enjoyed immensely playing on the channel, Dungeons of Mysteria. It is a procedurally generated first-person dungeon crawler, and it's a rough trek. It's a very difficult, for me. Oh, I do lose health. Oh, God. Oh, I've actually lost quite a bit of hit points getting the ceiling traps. That's not cool. Yep. Grindelf is currently working on a project focused on playable cats in a sort of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. There we go. Dodge the traps. Themed game. So anybody interested in that, check out Grindelf Games. Chuppus, I managed to print some custom spells from the Old Inn. Is there another site you would recommend for custom items? I recommend the Old Inn's forums, because sometimes you can find stuff in the forums that aren't elsewhere on the site. And I recommend checking out the Facebook group if you haven't already, just in case folks have posted stuff there that they haven't posted in the forums or on the Old Inn otherwise. The Old Inn. And I recommend waiting a bit. There's a person working on a set of items to be used with HeroQuest, and I'll be covering exactly what that is and what those are. But I think he's going to make them very easily distributable. Alright, so let's search for traps. There's no traps found. I would love if we did not die to the stupid falling ceiling trap. So let's trek very cautiously. I'll have the barbarian and wizard going one way. I'll have the dwarf and the elf. God! The dwarf and the elf going the other way. Jeez. I suppose that's what you've got to expect at an ancient temple. Yeah. Hopefully they don't make me travel by foot all the way back. I'm gonna have to remember that there's a trap here and a trap here. There we go. There we go. Wizard's going the wrong way though. Whoops. Ward Icon 1 Gaming. Good morning, Ash. Coffee time. I'm glad I made it today. I'm glad you made it too. Good morning and cheers to you, Ward. Okay, I'll take it. Game says that was possible, therefore it was possible. Barbarian. Open the door. Get in there. Ah, of course I would walk right into the trap. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, we are getting beat up by these corridors. Sips his tea. It is, after all, 3 o'clock on his side of the pond. Hey, I've got a bunch of tea that I have ordered. Well, actually, my wife ordered them. They're all based on, like, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So there's, like, Jabberwock tea, Mad as a Hatter. They're pretty good. Ones I've had are pretty good. Can I get you? Yes, I gotcha. Okay. Those guys are down and out. Diagonal attack. The mummy moves 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I just need to move here. And I need to make sure I do not walk back on that tile. Wizard's gonna come back. Probably gonna end up using some healing potions in this quest. I'm gonna wait till I've lost a couple more BP. It might be after 3, but it's always time for coffee. Yeah, you're 100% correct. That is the correct stance. Coffee and tea, I'll drink it anytime, except for because I have a dumb wake up early to go to work schedule. I'm usually needing to be tired by around 10 p.m. so I can get up at 5. So I limit my caffeine intake after about 5 o'clock, sometimes 6. That way I don't get wired. So, Laser Burns, hey Ash, I responded to your collab post. Thank you. And welcome. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. Even if this isn't quite much to do with what I need over in that particular area. Coffee in the morning and tea after lunch. That's fine. That is a fine, especially if you've got some relaxing teas. If you've got some good relaxing teas. Oh, and I'll drink, if I really, really want coffee, which sometimes I just like the flavor and I want some, I'll go ahead and get some decaf. So, now we're in a room full of goblins. Caffeine tablets at all other times. Yeah, I think I must throw some tea into one of my Sunday quests. I want to know how that goes. I'd like to know how you would implement tea in Sunday quest. I don't want to go into that room. I'm just gonna get parts of the ceiling falling on my head. Just look for traps. This place is stupid. I can't wait to get out of here. You should make a pickle coffee mug. A pickle coffee. That's not a bad idea. What do you do for work? Chepis, I work at a fabrication plant. I am a material handler. I've got I have my hands in a lot of things at work. And so that answer changes almost every week because I unfortunately know how to do almost everything there is to do where I work. I've been there for about 8 years, and it ranges from automation to crap. Automation to bending metal to material handling, so driving a forklift. I wear a lot of hats where I work, but ultimately I'm a fabricator / material handler / operator of a giant machine that does nothing but break down constantly. And I get to be the first line of defense in repairing said machine. It's actually a pretty cool job, but I mean it has its set of frustrations for sure. Yeah, jack of all trades. That's exactly it. It pays well, so I cannot complain, except for when I do complain. Oh, hi. Hi, hello. I think we're going to cast some spells into this room. We'll do a Fire of Wrath first and get rid of that skeleton. This is an interesting room. I'm going to let them come to me. Meanwhile, on this side, I'm going to take out every last goblin I can find. I will also just mention that her late Majesty's Twinnings blend was superb. That's nice. That's nice. That was quite the event. I watched some of it on television. Something that hasn't happened for 70 years or longer. They certainly made sure to give it as much due pomp and circumstances as the event deserved, so it was nice to see that. You mean half the planet's population? Well, the half that were that weren't stuck in the queues. I work in a manufacturing plant as well. IT, good. That's excellent. A little more officey, but oh, and I would love an office-oriented job. I don't want to do that. Can we cast a spell on him? Yes, we can. We can cast Ball of Flame. Don't go in there, you fool! No! Well, at least he killed him. Oh, no. Oh, no, he only has 2 hit points. Bardock, you fool. Bardock, why? Why, Bardock, did you walk in there? I thought he would be in line of sight. He did it again. TV viewing figures was 4 billion? Yo, that wasn't hyperbole. That's incredible. 4 billion is slightly more than this stream is gonna get, I guess. Why do you have to do me like that? The pain. He could die, yes. That's what I'm worried about. I don't need him to go dying, so... Alright. Happy Sneezy's lined up at the door. Fortunately, we've done a couple of things here. The skeleton has 2 defense dice. I could attack him with my 2 attack dice, and there's actually a chance I could get him. Or I could use Tempest. If I use Tempest, I'd really like to use, or not Tempest, Genie. So here's what I think I'll do. I'm gonna cast Tempest on the skeleton so he loses his turn. I'll attack the Chaos Warrior with my... Oh, yeah! That barbarian took him out. We are not harmable now. I'm not going to step into the room. Waste of the Genie spell? I didn't use Genie, I used Tempest. I used Tempest to keep the skeleton from being able to move and attack my wizard before I could get him healed, but I needed to do something about that Chaos Warrior. So I decided that was the way to go. I still have my Genie spell. Now we will end turn. The skeleton could kill Bardock if he had his next turn. But it doesn't seem like he'll have that chance, so. Yes! The dwarf and the elf combo. These guys are the best of friends. Was Happy Sneezy alive at the same time as Pickle? Yeah, but you were thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I had to work out all the plan Bs and plan Cs. I definitely didn't want to use Genie on the skeleton, but... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try that first, and it worked. This wizard is awesome. This wizard knows how to party. This wizard kicks butt, man. Alright, we can end our turn there. Ow. You fool. God, that is so rewarding. Alright, search for traps. None. We will continue to search those rooms. Hopefully I shall find the Spirit Blade. Search for secret doors, and there are none. You... Bardock, you need healed, but you don't have any items. Do you have items? You have a 1d6 healing potion. I guess I could use a spell. I don't really like the idea of doing that. I'd like to make sure that these rooms with the Chaos Warriors get searched, though. And if I'm not careful... So I think I'll give him a healing potion, a 1d6, and then I'll let him use it. Now he's back to full health. And then they can't use actions now, but that's fine. I probably should have used the spell, his healing spell. After all, I still have the elf's healing spell, but I wanted to get this done in the next turn rather than wait yet another turn, so we'll end our turn there. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and heal my dwarf. And let my elf hang out. Go ahead and have the dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll be able to open the door. There's a chest. Oh, God. Lone chest in the room. I don't feel good about that. Ward Icon, worked in the lumber business for 25 years. I know exactly how you feel about manufacturing. It's a tough gig. I don't envy you. I would think the lumber business is a lot more physically demanding than what I've got going on. Because we work with light metal, and machines, CNC, brake presses, and the like do most of our work for us. But I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not. I'm thankful that it's not much more challenging than it is. Oh, okay. Search for traps. He didn't find any traps. Oh, I want that treasure chest, so let's get it. 200 gold coins. Alright. I'm a little disappointed that it wasn't full of traps. But now we can all go back. I'm so grateful to have had desk jobs for the past 15 years. Yeah. I think I'm... Because of where I live, I am more or less stuck with what I'm doing. Hopefully one of these days, my channel will pick up, blow up completely, and I'll be able to make a living making content, which is something I really love doing. I tried writing a book. That, while it's something I had on my bucket list and I really wanted to do anyway, so I don't really care if it was successful or not, I did get it done. But oh yeah, I should have searched for treasure in this room. But it was not a commercial success, so still think I'll probably write another book. Because I would like to continue that story very, very much. But you know, maybe authorship would give me that dream life. Have you found the Spirit Blade yet? No. Still looking. We'll use the Barbarian to search for treasure. We found nothing. We'll use the Dwarf to search for treasure. And I found a Chaos Warrior. How do you do? Hi. Hello, I am Bardock the Wizard. This is a good time for Genie. Yep. Yeah, he's done. This wizard is absolutely kick-ass. All right, well, we searched those rooms for treasure. Let's get out there. Oh, God, more of that crap. Search for secret doors? None. So there was no reason to go in there. Alrighty, well, no secret doors here or here. Search for treasure here, found a monster. Have you searched all the rooms you've been in? I am working that part out for now. I've got this room searched and this room searched, this room searched. The next room to search ought to be this one. You found a small purple flask. Oh boy. So that's the entire southwest quadrant of the board. I'm gonna have to be careful going back. Starting to wonder if it may have been in the room with the mummy. Mummies are a pretty good sign of treasure being hidden in rooms, maybe. At least that's kind of been the trend. Let's take our wizard, our brave, maybe a bit cocky wizard, up that way. All right. How many times have you played this quest in your travels now, Giles? I am curious. I have not played this quest myself before. I've not been a Zargon or a hero for this quest. I've scoured the text a few times in my quest for consistent information and the like, just in general. Yeah, stupid ceiling. I got 20 coins. But I've not DM'd this quest. Crap. All right. No way. That's where the stupid falling ceiling was? All right. Well, now I know it's there. I was thinking it was a tile. Just another tile to the south. It was not the case. 3 times. Once in the early 90s as a kid, about 7 years ago with brothers, most recently as part of HQ21. Nice. All 3 times is a Zargon? Or a Morcar in your case? A Morcar in your case for the first 2 times? Clint had just ordered the 4th Sunday Quest book last night. Awesome. I approve the purchase of Sunday Quest books. Careful. There we go. Careful. Alright. Alright. I'll search this room next. I'll search this room. Then I'm out of rooms. There's the center room, but if the Spirit Blade is in the center room, that's a bunch of nonsense. I'm certain that it's not. Oh, he actually went the safe way for once. That's nice. That is nice. And search for treasure. A monster. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That's not good. Huh. Oh god. Oh man. Sleep. You will sleep. I will walk away. Did you search the green room? I did search this room. I did search the room that the Chaos Warrior was in. All 4 players should be dwarves. Why not? Alright, he has... Can he roll defense if I attack him now? Well, yeah. No, but he is awakened with 2 body points. Well, Pickle Son of Pickle is going to have to hold his own against this threat. Ow. Search for treasure? Monster. Monsters everywhere. Alright. Happy Sneezy. You're next. You're up. We need to get this guy dead. We've got this other guy we've got to get dead. Oh no. Oh, it's painful. Good. Pickle just took out that Chaos Warrior by himself. How about that? Good night. Ah. Oh my gosh. Happy's okay. I don't think Stab is gonna die. I think he's fine. Ugh. There's no way, right? I'm gonna risk it. Actually, can you see him? Yish. Yish. You can use Water of Healing. There we go. That's what I'll do. Walk out there and heal this barbarian. I said heal this barbarian. Don't walk on the trap, fool. Whatever. He's healed now. I guess... perhaps it's possible I did not search the green room. But regardless, I'm going to consult with the Book of Magic. AKA cheat. I'm just not looking forward to No secret doors. Not looking forward to running around a ton. Ward playthrough Keller's Keep. It wasn't that bad. Return of the Witch Lord, however, is very difficult. Many lives have been lost to Lurchbrick's dungeons. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, what about that green room? If nothing else, you can take a break before you're set. I had an Evil Wizard deck to Keller's and need to give my heroes a challenge. I have not played either of the expansions. I'm looking very much forward to running them in this program. That's going to be a lot of fun. The wizard just took out the Chaos Warrior from where he stood with his wizard staff. What is up? Ah! That is 2 Chaos Warriors this wizard has slain. All right, the first one I'll give you this. The first one he killed was because of the genie, right? That's kind of a given. Genie, that's a tough one to guard against for any monster. I don't care if you are a Chaos Warrior. But this time, he just took his wizard staff and he said, eyeball in the corner pocket. And shoved it right through the eye holes of the helmet. Oh, that was nice. That was cool. All right, we've got no monsters on the board. Nobody is in grave danger except for maybe the wizard. I'm not going to challenge my wizard needlessly. I'm going to have him hang out in the center room. Man, that was cool. I'm going to have my barbarian jump a square. There we go. I love that. I love the jump a square. I'm going to make sure that that is a very... very accessible and visible option when I'm ready to release my roleplay system. Oh, that was so fulfilling. I don't feel the cringy gamer hype. Yeah, let's go, guys. With like a lot of video games I play. I love gaming. Don't get me wrong. I love playing video games, but I don't have that kind of energy. But that wizard killing a Chaos Warrior, that kind of gives me that kind of energy. Kinda. That kind of does it for me. All right. Careful. Okay. Pickle and Stabby are gonna go check this out. Sneezy, not Stabby. I'm gonna send 2 of them because I don't want, I don't want an ambush to take us off guard. I say that because even if the Spirit Blade is supposed to be in the green room, rules is written, there's a possibility that it's simply not. Happy Sneezy has found the mighty Spirit Blade. I could have sworn I searched that room. I guess I intended to and then completely skipped it. Well, what do you have? What do you have, dwarf? This magical broadsword has an eerie handle of carved bone. When using it, roll 3 combat dice to attack, or roll 4 combat dice if attacking an undead monster. Skeleton, zombie, or mummy may not be used by the wizard. Yeah. Is it in the green room? Who knew? It was in the green room. It was in the light green room. I guess there's 2 green rooms. I guess there's not really a difference in shade there, huh? I don't have access to the other one though. Well, here's my opinion. The dwarf found the Spirit Blade. I'm gonna let the dwarf have the Spirit Blade. The dwarf hence will be the slayer of the Witch Lord. That's the plan. I'm gonna let the dwarf take care of that. And And I believe, yeah, I can leave the quest now. So, I guess I'll read through the accomplishments. Stab George has been around a long time. He defeated Balor and Grak. Defeating Grak was the earliest achievement. He defeated a Chaos Warrior, a mummy, a skeleton, and 2 orcs. He's kind of slacking in this particular campaign, this quest out of this campaign. Happy Sneezy has been around just as long. He slayed 2 goblins and 3 orcs. Now Bardock, he helped defeat Balor. He came a little bit later to assist with the fight against the Fire Mage. However, he managed to slay 3 skeletons and 2 Chaos Warriors in this quest. He has an impressive 2 Chaos Warriors, 4 Famir, 1 Gargoyle, 1 Zombie, 6 Skeletons, 3 Orcs, 2 Goblins. If I could give the Spirit Blade to the Wizard, I would give it to this Wizard. It's my controversial opinion. This Wizard could handle the Spirit Blade. This is the Wizard that tears off his robes, and he's absolutely shredded. And he looks at the enemies and he says, "I cast Fist." But he doesn't want to emasculate the barbarian, so he doesn't do that. I find it interesting. For total monsters defeated, there's an entry for Chaos Warrior Lord, and that's different than Chaos Warrior. Now, we don't have a card for the Chaos Warrior Lord, but that's like Khan from Star Trek II? Yes, like Khan from Star Trek. Somebody's been watching Star Trek II. Oh, he had a 100% successful attack rate, and he only made 2 attacks. Oh, man, he just... Son of Pickle. While he doesn't have any heroic accomplishments under his belt, he did defeat 2 Chaos Warriors, 3 Famir, 1 Goblin, and 2 Orcs. So he's definitely doing his father proud. He had a 100% successful attack rate as well, across 10 attacks. And those are the only stats that I really care about here. He conducted a lot of searches. And that is our playthrough of the penultimate quest. It was re-released in the cinema in 4K. I didn't know that. That's cool. Like the original, right? With Shatner? And as I was only about 18 months old when it was released, I was too young to see it the first time around. Okay, that answers my question. Yeah, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Wife is a large Star Trek fan. And Khan! I think we have those movies on VHS, obviously not the 4K versions. I want to check over the quest notes for for the Spirit Blade, because it was really interesting having all those falling rock traps. Any player who moves onto one of these squares must roll a red die. If he rolls a 4, 5, or 6, he'll lose 1 body point. If the player is equipped with a helmet, he will only lose a body point on a roll of a 6. Do not place the block tiles onto the game board. Heroes are not blocked by these squares in this quest. So another new mechanic that can kind of give you some ideas for your own campaigns if you are building quests. You can treat the existing traps as a little bit differently. I like that. That's nice. Rogar, wow, you guys are making me feel really old. Hey, no way, man. Age is a state of mind. I'm going to be young forever. I'm going to have a very playful tombstone. I'm going to have one of those celebratory marches for a funeral where people are just playing instruments and walking through the woods. Who builds their own quests? I wouldn't know. I'm sure there's nobody present that builds their own quests. On your tombstone, I told you I was dying. On my tombstone, I'm just gonna have it's just gonna say pepperoni and cheese. I hope folks will get it and they'll just cackle with laughter in the graveyard, or they'll roll their eyes into another dimension. Either way, they'll get funny looks. It's okay, I'll be a kid in my head forever. Yeah. I am rewatching a lot of the older fantasy shows that I watched as a kid. Not that there were a whole lot. One of them was Conan the Barbarian. Like, you know what? I'm gonna see what I really, really liked that show as a kid. I'm gonna check it out and see what I think of it now. I actually like it. It was well done. It has its share of like little issues here and there. Art hiccups, you know, whatever. But man, it gives me some ideas for quest building, for just game stuff in general. Tombstone, we'll say never got published. I had to self-publish. I did wait. I gave it the college try. I sent my manuscript in. I got a response from DAW, which was really, really cool. I got one response from DAW. It took about a year. It took exactly 1 year. And then I thought, I'm going to die before my book gets published, so I might as well self-publish and just get it over with. So it's self-published. You might like to find on YouTube Nightmare. It was for kids in the 80s in the UK. I will look for it. I was aware of the show existing because I have the Nightmare books by Corgi. Actually, I've got 2 editions, which is super annoying because the Corgi books are the size I like, and then the other publisher printed them much taller than the Corgi books for no reason. So I've got to go rebuy the correct matching editions of those books. And then I'll have the Nightmare books. But yeah, I'll look up the Nightmare show. That sounds like fun. I bet I would enjoy that. I enjoyed the tape that came with Dragon Strike, so nothing's too bad for me. I'm gonna watch it all and love it. Of course, I've seen Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice is great. Cheers to that. 50 and love gaming, never gonna grow up completely. Young at heart forever. You guys are an inspiration to me. I was thinking lately, man, just a couple of weeks, I'm 38. But I'm just gonna keep going like I have been until my bones can't anymore. Because there's no reason, I mean, I don't think there's a reason to, when you're just doing things for fun, I don't think there's a reason to have any restrictions on your hobbies. If you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself. We do gaming. Gaming can be a good escape, and it can help keep you young. It can help keep your gears turning. It helps your imagination. And the dynamic that folks that like to play together at a table have, I mean, that's good social interaction. Ribby turned 41 yesterday. Happy belated birthday. Watched the final Nightmare episode recently. I thought no kids ever made it to the end of the adventure, but they did. Aw, man, spoilers. No. I'll have to check it out. I'm curious how that show might be like. The books look absolutely nonsensical crazy. Like there's a skull with spider legs on the cover of one, but the spider legs are all, I think they're made of bones. It's not like Disney's The Quest. The only The Quest I know of is the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and it's not very fantastical. Ooh. What else? Fire and Ice. If you like fantasy, there's a few others that I would like to recommend. Kind of hard when you don't remember the names of them. I watched something, I want to say I watched something pretty recently. I bought the DVD set off of Amazon for Record of Lodoss War. It's an anime that came out. I think it initially got put out in 1987, 1989, something like that. And then there was a second series that came out in the 90s. But it's an anime, but it's very Western fantasy. It's the most Western fantasy kind of anime I've ever seen. And it happens to be in that same era of things that I like, aesthetically and thematically. I love it. Heavy metal, I like heavy metal a lot. That one goes all over the place. Fantasy, past, future, contemporary, it's all over the place, which is really cool. I never watched Heavy Metal 2000, but I've seen the first Heavy Metal. There are others. Yes. Oh, I'd love to have it on VHS. I'd love to have it on VHS. At the time, Nightmare was revolutionary. Now I'm really curious. Something like blue screen technology. $2000's not so good. I had a feeling. I have a kind of collection of ElfQuest comics too, and I need to. I've read through the first several chapters, but I need to continue reading that because ElfQuest is something I think is pretty iconic. I just don't have a lot of exposure to it. Chroma key. I'm gonna flip my face. Just one moment. Oh, I can't do that. Really? Come on. Giles got to go. Laters. Later, Giles. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate your kind company and your support. It's nice to have you. We will commence the finale of the base game campaign Monday. Monday. 9 a.m. Central Time. Right here. It's going to be simulcast. So, you know, you'll see it on Twitch, YouTube. Just Twitch and YouTube. I'm wanting to explore this restream as an option for some other things. There we go. Whee! Ah, yeah, that's better. I like that. Now I'm looking over at the chat right here. You're down there now. Grimjack, that sounds so familiar. When I was a boy, we had comic shops where I lived in Texas. My dad took us to one, and I got a peek at one called Faust, but I think that was for adults, so I didn't look too much into that one at the time. But Grimjack certainly sounds familiar. Is anyone disappointed with Ring of Power? I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers. 10:06. We really made good time on that quest. I don't know how. Don't know how. Oh. Ah, man. So, what you can expect to see tomorrow, I have a Dungeon Quest video, an unboxing and introduction to Dungeon Quest, and a very, very brief overview of the rules. I spent a bit of time on that and a little bit of time editing the actual video today. I think it will definitely be done for tomorrow's publish time of 10 a.m. And I hope it gets people interested in Dungeon Quest. It's not super accessible anymore. Fantasy Flight picked the game up in 2010 and re-released it, made a new edition, updated art, materials, things like that. But it's got pros and cons. The pros being, yay, it's re-released and it's new, so you don't have to worry about messing up your vintage copy. Cons being, it's 2022 now, 12 years later. It's not the easiest thing to find for cheap. I had to pay, I think, $80 or $90 for my copy. I don't know what it retailed for originally. I could see it retailing for that much if it came out. It would be a bit expensive, but I could still see that sort of thing. That price tag doesn't seem too far out of left field for certain games these days. But it's high quality stuff. It's really nice, and the way that everything's laid out, it's definitely more contemporary stuff. It's set in the Runebound universe. I don't know anything about the Runebound universe, and judging from the other games, they don't seem to make my kind of game, so I'm not going to delve too much into that. But I unboxed the vintage version of Dungeon Quest, so that's what I've got going on in tomorrow's video. Throughout the rest of the week, I'll be talked about playing Cemetery Mary. I'm going to play another episode of that. We're getting close to the very, very end of that series. I don't know exactly where the very end of it is. Then there are a couple of RPG in a Box projects that I would like to work on. I have my submission to the Smile Game Builder official jam just about wrapped up and done. I should get enough time today to work on it and submit it so that my entry to the jam that I'm hosting is done. I'm going to make sure I disqualify myself, though, because conflict of interest. And then the jam games will be played on the channel. So for those of you who are familiar with the concept of the game jam, that's going to be something that happens very soon. Well, it's happening now, but the playthrough of those games will happen on the channel soon. Then what else? Oh, and those games are so different from one another. We're talking completely different creators submitting games that they had to make in a short amount of time, or update existing works in a short amount of time to be jam compatible. And then I would like to play Dungeon Quest. So next Monday, or this coming Monday, I guess I should say, we will be completing the base game of HeroQuest. We'll be done, finally, with the campaign. It'll be my first successful campaign that I've completed as a hero. And then I would like to play Dungeon Quest. We'll play some solo Dungeon Quest for non-interactive channels, and I might stream it. I'm not quite sure what I'd like to do yet. The goal is to play it as all of the different characters and try to make it in, play to that character's strengths, get as much treasure as possible, and get out without dying. Obviously, my playstyle and my mentality is going to make it to where some of these folks just get buried as soon as they enter the dungeon, but that's the nature of the game. That's the brutality of Dungeon Quest. Then, yet I might not be able to show off everything that a character can do. It is what it is. I'll try though. I'll try. I've got some characters I'm looking really forward to playing that are really, really interesting. They seem really overpowered. I'll be sure to save the most exciting ones for last. I have the Heroes of Dungeon Quest expansion, which comes with 12 heroes. 4 of those heroes are exact copies of 4 of the existing heroes that come with the base game. It's just that they have different names and they've got pewter figurines. So I'm not going to play extra episodes just to accommodate for those 4, but I will show them off and make sure that everybody knows what they look like and what their abilities are and stuff like that. Then, in the near future, might not be for a couple of weeks while Game Jam judging is going on, there's a HeroQuest event that I'm going to be hosting. It's unofficial, but it is something that I did reach out to Avalon Hill for to make sure that I could do it without breaking any rules or getting a dreaded cease and desist letter. I am going to be in touch with one of the members of the communities on exactly how it goes down. The details of all of that are a bit of a surprise, but I want you all to think about, and this is related to my Guardian Knight, my extra Guardian Knight, that I would like to give away. I would like you guys to think about if you could design a single quest for me to play on the channel, what might that entail? What kind of quest would you design? That's the question that I will leave you with for that, and no other information at this time. But just something to think about, something to rattle around, and this will be shared on all of the official channels, all of the unofficial fan groups. Not the official channels by the people, not by Avalon Hill, but I will be sharing it on all of my channels, and I'll be visiting all of the HeroQuest fan groups to advertise this event once it gets into full swing. So I hope that it's a lot of fun. It should be something that most everybody should be able to participate in without any problems, but hopefully it's a lot of fun for everybody. All right, with all of that done and said, I think that about does it for today's stream. I spent some time blabbering like I usually do, not about the HeroQuest roleplay system that I've got in development. I want to encourage anybody who hasn't to, if you're in Discord, check out the Amalgam Archive. It's always linked in the description below. Check out the Patreon. For $1.50 a month, you can support the channel directly, and you can have your name, a handle of your choice, put up on the screen. There are other tiers for other kinds of rewards as well. I'm definitely not asking for handouts because I have a full-time job. The way that I'll be able to get to retiring early and making videos all the time is if I can, get that million subscribers. But that's a bit annoying for folks to be hearing about. I know I don't like hearing about that sort of thing. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of what I have that you can check out. Always check out links in the description below. I always try to link my favorite communities, and we do a lot of game building on the channel or reviewing games that were built in the engines that I look at on the channel. So there's a big Venn diagram of gaming and fantasy and creation, and I'm trying to meet it all in the middle and hold it all together. And ultimately, it's you guys that'll determine whether that is successful or not. But my only hope is that the channel can be either educational or entertaining or both. So as long as that's going on, I'm perfectly happy. Anyways, that is it for me. It is super hot in this room now. I don't get it. I don't understand the summer at all. And I will be back tomorrow. We'll finish the quest. We'll finish the Lurchbrick isometric HeroQuest Monday. Be there or be as square as the tiles on the board. And otherwise, I'll see you at the normal time tomorrow in a nice, calm, pre-recorded video. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your day, whether you are signing off and getting ready to go to bed, or whether you need to head out and start working, or whatever your day may consist of. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.